Hey, Baja Divine 144 here. What's good, my Leo gang? I truly appreciate you stopping by, coming through and whatnot. You already know. Let's get into these messages. These are general. Take what resonates only, leave what ain't, okay? Much love to my Leos. Let's see what y'all got going on, Leo gang. Tap that bell for more of my content. To anyone returning, much love. Keep the support coming. Let's see, Leos. Create your karma. Your actions today shape your tomorrow. Make choices that align with your highest good. You know what I'm saying? Restore the broken self. Parts of you were left behind in pain. Call them home. You are ready to become whole again. I feel as though you're just more self-aware, making a lot of change, recognizing your patterns, realizing that you can make change and you can create your reality. You can create a new world for yourself, you know? You recognize what you want, you know what you want, and you are creating a path for that reality, you know? Alchemy. I hear alchemy. Doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? What you do is what leads you to the next situation, the next chapter in your life, and you're recognizing that, you know what I'm saying? I hear power play. You know, you're about to like really do some shit. You know, recognizing what needs to be let go of, recognizing what you can do to make a situation better. It ain't about blaming nobody. It's about creating your reality. You know, you're a realist. You are a realist. You know, you used to be one that could blame other people and things like that, but a lot has changed in your life, and you're recognizing that you become what you allow. And you're taking that with you, and it's creating a better situation for you all the way around. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to make change. You want things better, and you're doing what you can to allow that, to make that. Healing yourself from the inside out. You know, letting things go from the past that you can't change, that you can't control. You could have been a control freak, wanting everything your way. You know, realizing the power of going with the flow. Realizing the power of being able to work on yourself and not so much other people, you know, because you could be wanting to recognize potential in others, so you could be one to be very hard on other people, especially those that you care about. But it could be, you know, something that's draining to you, or realizing that you were draining others. It's time to just focus on you, heal you, you know, and that's all that needs to be done here, period. You know, I feel as though something's really working out for you, Leos. You could have went through a tough time, a hard time. You had to recognize something, and you're making change. All the change is necessary. It's like no nonsense with you. Recognizing what needs to be done. You ain't blaming shit, and you fixing, healing, and moving on, period. You know what I'm saying? Yes, keep up the good work. People are recognizing what you're doing. You have a lot of people that are inspired by you. They're inspired by your work ethic, your beauty, your confidence. Yes, lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else. Let's get some Kipper. Leos. Let's get some Kipper on them. Let's get a few Kipper cards for my Leos. You could be refusing to change, but change is necessary, or someone has to change in order to be with you. Because, see, you already got everything that you need, you know? You come full equipped. You know, someone has to recognize that. It could be after the fact, after you leave them, after you walk away. Like, you're standing on business. You're going to walk away from someone gracefully, but they're going to get some sort of reality check. They're going to find out the reason why, because you don't have to deal with unnecessary things. This person could be going through a cycle in their life. They don't want to let you go, but they need to take time to heal, to become stable. Someone could be stuck in a pattern, and you don't want to deal with that in your life, and that could be what someone's recognizing. Someone doesn't want to let you go. You didn't want to let them go, but you know, someone's not recognizing that they got to switch some shit up in order to be with you. You know, energy, frequency shift. You want some different shit. You know, someone has to level up to be with you, and that's not on nothing cocky. You made a lot of changes. A lot of things have changed in your life. You have done the work, and you're not done. You're just on a different frequency, a different level than this person. They have to meet you there. This person's refusing to change. They don't want to. They want to stay stuck, and that's why you may be walking away. You may be giving someone the silent treatment. It's like I hear someone has to change in order to be, where you are at. Yeah. You're not my master, my life, my rules. I am unchained. It's like if someone wants to keep you stuck in a cycle and you are not there anymore. Someone that could not be where you're at. And because of them not changing, you may be releasing this person from your life. And it could be a relationship that you could be letting go of. This person's, you're on a different level, period. That's just all it is to it. And someone has to recognize their patterns. Someone wants to stay stuck in their environment, stuck on the same bullshit, the same, never-ending job when they could have potential. You could see this person turning down like better things because they're stuck, they're comfortable, they don't recognize change when change is necessary, and you are just ready to level up, and you can't keep holding back. You can't make someone change, so you decided to leave them. Yeah, look at that. Card of clarity, Two of Cups in reverse. Yes, you decided to let something go. Like I said, it could be with the Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But someone, you're not playing in a situation. You're ready to vibrate high. Your frequency is higher. You're trying to get someone to where you're at, but they want to stay stuck, and you're not stuck no longer. So they can stay where they're at, and you moving on to where you are. Someone has to meet you where you're at, or it's not going to work. And it's not you being on no cocky shit. Someone is just very immature. They want to stay stuck. Someone's refusing to change. And this ain't that no more. You're not on that type of time anymore in your life. You've done the work, and you have to do more inner work and more healing, but you're not going to stay stuck in a cycle because someone is not, willing to change at all. So, okay. Taurus could be significant, doesn't have to be. Another Leo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, or a Virgo. Talk to you later.